this thing where we say, hey, what are we going to do?
Well, let's just have that conversation right now.
Right on. What are we going to do? We're going to do that? Yes. It's all good.
Billboard sticker in the valley. Stand back and with the gambling. Maybe I'll go start fire. If they catch me, put me away. Used to say he's got potential. Now I'm on my way to nowhere. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways to go to make my case. 4 suitcases to reasons it went wrong. I got a 3 ibuprofen headache, but just 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good thought in my head and now it's gone. The ashtray knows I'm alone. Suddenly seen as better day. Live and die by phone. Live and learn and love my foolish ways. Who will save me on the day? Oh, no one trying to save me. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways to go to make my case. 4 suitcases to reasons it went wrong. I got 3 ibuprofen headache. Just 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good off my head and now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. One good reason for leaving. I'm not blind and you can't see. I'm just so good at believing. Damn my sensitivity, but I can't help it. My heart bleeds. I'll be damned if I can help it. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways to go to make my case. 4 suitcases to reasons it went wrong.
Y'all take this one. Okay.
Just 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good by my head. 1 good by my head. 1 good by my head. Now it's gone. Now it's gone.
Hi!
Hi!
How many of you guys in
Hi,
love?
Jason.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So I'm actually a music therapist, and usually I write songs for my clients' goals, but I want to start writing songs more for me and for other people. So
Awesome.
what songwriting tips do you have?
Well, I'll say 2 things. 1, do it every day. Do it early and often, and try to establish a routine. So, you know, coffee, whatever, you know, something that kind of tells your brain it's time to work. That was my first advice. My second advice is don't listen to anything I say. Because I think the most prolific songwriter I know just walked on stage. Rob? What do you do to write songs? Rob will go, hey Jay, I had some time this weekend. So I wrote 17 songs. I want you to listen to them. How do you write songs? And also, this question is from me, too.
I mean, I think that's great advice when you said they write every day. You know, I was trying to do that earlier this year, trying to write a song a day. Yeah, I mean, you know, melodies always pop. I'm always humming some kind of song, and then I'll go, oh, what song is that? Oh, that's not any song. This is my own head. And I put chords to it, and then lyrics will come, and you know.
That reminds me of, have you seen the documentary, was it Sound City?
Yeah.
Where Dave Grohl was writing songs with Paul McCartney, and they got the music in place, and Paul McCartney just like, a lot of times when you're writing songs, you come up with kind of like jokey, weird lyrics that don't really mean anything, but you just kind of throw them out there so you can sing something and figure out the melody. And Paul McCartney does that, but it's awesome. And it's like perfect, and it's already well written, and he just kind of throws it out, and Dave Grohl's like, oh man, I wish it was always like that. And McCartney's like, it is. That's what I feel like just happened right here, where I was like, how do you write songs? And you're like, well, you just think of the song and then you write the song. So anyway, yeah, for us mere mortals, just work really hard. For that guy, he just pops out.
We were gonna do a song, is that all right?
Yeah, we accidentally came on stage too soon.
Yeah.
But you barely noticed us.
Well, sit down. Enjoy it.
Maybe I'll just chill out. What are you gonna do?
Stowaway, you want to sing with us?
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be right here. Support
You
you.
want to play my guitar?
I'll play your. I'll play tambourine. I'm not gonna play the guitar. No, I'm not playing guitar in Stowaway. I'll play tambourine. Let me borrow your tambourine. I'm really good. I've always said Stowaway is tambourine light. Like it needs more.
And actually, we could use some crowd participation.
Yeah.
Just follow Rich.
Yeah, get us started, Rich.
More my tambourine pants.
I know that I
feel like the chorus of this song should really be like there's a freight train kind of meandering down the track, like slowly lumbering, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially this version.
Yeah, but it's, I like it.
How about we speed it up a little bit for the outro?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There's a tree. I really missed the. Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad.
That's all right. I mean, I was right there with you. I thought it was good. Because how would they know what the speed was if you didn't?
Hold on now. Oh man, it's really a...
Now I got the giggles.
There's a green tree racing down the track. Friday.
Really, I mean, usually we wait till Sunday to phone it in. Usually we don't totally fall apart until after Saturday night. We're beating the rush, Georgia, you're welcome. Now, it's time for us to take a break. And for you, people who might be interested in karaoke, to sign up for your karaoke favorites.
Karaoke sign-ups, everybody.
Karaoke sign-ups, and we're going to go backstage.
We'll see you in a soon minute.
And do our weight and coke, and then we'll be back out.
Cover it up, sorry.
Hey.
Ready to get this show going again, Richard?
Are we? Our next guest is the sole creative force behind Rob Benedict's country music alter ego, Clay Dix. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Rowe!
Just like
yeah, do you guys know about Clay Dix? Anybody? Huh? Your mic, here, use mine.
Before we get into this story, we gotta let Rob Benedict be Clay Dix. Ladies and gentlemen, on the mic, country music sensation, Clay Dix. Go!
Come here to sing a song. My name's Clay Dix, I just got this one damn song. A lot of people say that you can be wrong, but Clay Dix, I sing this a song. Yeah, thank you.
Unbelievable. Guys, we are in the presence of greatness.
That's just a sample.
But so the original story is in Nashville. You're telling a story.
Wait, no, Las Vegas.
Morning!
Thank you, Nashville!
So we're in Vegas.
I like how supportive the crowd is. We're in Nashville. Fuck you! No, we weren't! Dumbass!
Fuck you, Clay Dick!
You suck it!
You're telling a story that had about Clay.
So somebody asked me, I think, if I remember correctly, I'm probably paraphrasing, but someone asked me what my opinion was on the anatomy of the golem.
Right.
In his nether region.
Right.
And Clay Dix. I mean, Clay Dix is the answer. And
so part of the setup was that's an honest question by an interested fan and your panel. We don't hear the question. We just come into the backstage area and hear you talking about Clay Dix.
Clay Dix.
Yeah, we hear no setup whatsoever. And we all look at each other and we say, kudos. This is a solid line of conversation right
And
there.
then Richard, don't you immediately say, you know, that's actually Rob Benedict's alter ego?
Yeah, it sounds like Robin in country music alter ego, Clay Dix.
the country singer, yeah,
Yeah,
Clay
Clay
Dix.
There you have it.
Won season 3 of American Idol, actually.
That's right.
Yeah, really good.
Exactly.
He only had one song. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Rose.
Hey! Thank you. Another round of applause for these guys.
Okay,
Thank you guys.
there they are. Only Mike is still on stage.
Hey, how are you? It's so nice to see your faces. Look at this. The eyebrows? All right.
There it is.
Okay. Oh, hello. Hey. Clay Dix, ladies and gentlemen. Clay Dix.
Put your hands together for the country stylings
Together.
of Clay Dix.
Well, we were just wrapping up here, guys.
Well,
I was about to tell the really juicy stuff, but I guess I'll, no, I'm kidding. I, again, have nothing.
I feel like we should wrap this out with a rock solid, only can be done by this man, Clay Dix song.
Let's hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clay Dix, sing it over.
Well, there's Clay Dick and come to sing a song.
A song.
And Clay Dick and come to sing a song.
Yeah, a song.
There are a lot of people saying, well, that's gonna be wrong. But I'm Clay Dick and I'm gonna sing this song.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He's that person that gave you free song. He's that
So the song, He's Adam Rose, the lyrics, they're interesting to me. It's He's Adam Rose.
He's Adam Rose.
He's Adam Rose.
He's Adam
He's Adam
Rose.
Rose. He's Adam Rose. Ah, wow.
You get it?
I understand why Jason was mystified by your songwriting prowess. What was the song called?
He's Adam Rose. And then in parentheses, he's Adam Rose.
Someday, mark my words, someday we're going to record a record of all the weird crap we sing at conventions. It'll be creatively unfulfilling but a desperate money grab, but here's the thing. It's gonna have on it all the hits like Where's Misha? Costume contest. And then Where's Misha reprise? And then
I'll play next year.
it's gonna have the Adam Rose song. It's gonna have Last Question. Might even dust off Rules and Regulations for that record.
And then, well, it'll have this next song.
It sure will. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only two answers in this world of questions coming up now. Those answers are yes or no. This will be track 12. See, it goes yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
And it sounds like a hiccup. You're like, hey, everybody. Do it. Yeah.
That's, you've never done your mic cutting out bit. That's great. Testicles. You don't know what he said, but it sounded incredibly inappropriate. Oops, my pastor, anus. What?
You're in the part in the middle.
Do not change microphones. Ladies and gentlemen, the stuttering charm of Mr. Jason Mance.
So, we're gonna play the yes no game. And have you guys played this before?
No.
You're all very good already. You're naturals. I'm gonna ask you a question. You have the option of two answers. Yes or no. And then if you get the answer right, you stay where you are. If you get the answer wrong, you slowly walk back to your seat while everyone judges you. Bonus points for tears, just saying. Raise your hand if you would like to play. You will be handed a yes. You will walk to the front, collect your no, and then you can either stand in the front or stand on stage.
Yeah, please.
Whichever you prefer.
Yeah. I'll play. I'll do it. I never do anything.
How are
I
you?
played once, I was out like
Your first one.
I never do anything.
She's practicing. She literally just said yes. Well done. Hi. Oh, she said hello. That's not yes or no. Back to your seat. Hi. If I don't have any of the... Yeah.
It's not as cold in here as it was.
How long do you think I can keep my arm?
This is
Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm old. How long do you think I can keep my arm on? Jump on Jason.
If they let me hand them out, I'll come
All right.
here first. Don't tell them I said
I
that.
never heard of it. And she went right over.
So there's 3 levels of questions: easy, medium, hard.
Where's my no?
And we'll start with the easy questions.
Okay, sweetie.
See how you do.
You have to get it at the seat.
Somebody back on me. Switch off. My arm isn't working.
All done.
schedule.
All right. So as you guys are getting your papers ready, just so you know, I would say put your yes in your right hand. Put your no, you guys already know where I'm going with this, in your left hand.
Wow.
And so when I ask a question, with as little hesitation as possible, lift the answer up very high, keep it up. If you can prevent yourself from switching the answer, you probably should, because they might call you out and make you sit down. She's a stickler, I'm telling you. I've seen her pick people up and throw them at their seat.
Okay, guys, if you have an autograph for Richard, Rob, Kim, or Brianna, if you have number 1 through 25 on your ticket, please go to the line in the back, 1 through 25, for the 4 people signing. Thank you.
Autograph. No. You don't know? I don't think they're included in this.
I know.
asking for a Lisa.
I'm already a user. So I'm gonna play. I got 2 or 3.
She's coming back
All
around.
right.
She's coming back
More folks coming
around.
up to grab their nose, but let's go ahead and try one practice round.
You got one, I didn't count.
All right, I'm just going
Look
to
at
give
this.
you the answer.
They're
And then you hold that answer
Go
up.
up and get a note.
have a note.
Yes.
You go get the note from her.
No. Yes, no. All right, we have work to do.
Do they know I'm a loser?
We're going to do 3 rounds, so you'd have a whole other chance.
Oh well.
I think your chances are good.
You think so?
Yeah. All right. So
guess
is
I won't
everybody
play.
ready? Try it one more time. Is everyone ready? Yes. Okay. The answer was no. Everybody stop. In the episode Asylum, the Roosevelt Asylum is located in Rockford, Illinois. You're holding both sides up right now. The answer is yes. Well done. Except for you two. Thank you for being honest. I didn't know that you held it the wrong side.
Can I have the rest?
Played an excellent game. Well done. God sings Fare Thee Well while Metatron reads God's biography. Yes or no? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Everybody got that right. Nice job. Sam kills Uriel.
Just put it.
The answer is
Put some
no.
on.
Unfortunately. Great job.
You have to answer, Joni.
All right.
You have to answer.
In season 5, the rings of the 4 horsemen are key to opening Lucifer's cage. The answer is yes. I apologize. I would not still be on the stage if it's of any comfort. And just as a real quick trick of the trade, you're supposed to hold them up quickly, but if you wait just 1 split second, you can hear either the hiss of the crowd going, "It's yes!" or not. So, Lyndon Tran hires Delta off of Craigslist. The answer is yes. You played a great game.
Yes.
Sam and Dean give Charlie a hunter's funeral. Yes. In the season 7 episode, There Will Be Blood, Kevin's mom is held at gunpoint. Guillermo? The answer is no. It was knife point. It's a trick question. Since we only have 3, you guys can head up on stage if you want to. Also, please get the next question right. I always feel bad when I make people walk up all the way on stage and then they have to walk all the way back down. So, pressure's on. I'll stay on the easy page just because of that. Rufus's old cabin is located in Whitefish, South Dakota. The answer is no. It's in Whitefish, Montana. Not South Dakota. I apologize. Sorry I made you get all the way up on stage. I feel really bad. But you have a lot of company on your walk back to your seat. It's a tough question. Hi. You guys are killing it right now. Right on. I have an honest question for you. Did you know which sign you held up?
Wait, I answered with you.
No, just on the last question. I'll ask a different way. Did you guess? No, you knew the answer to the last question. Okay, all right. Well done. If we could you stand on that side of her and face that way? Could you stand behind her and face that back wall? And if you could stand, or just actually face that way, you'd be good. Yep, just look. Yep. Perfect. All right, since you guys are obviously the experts, we're switching it up. Going to the medium questions. Mary Winchester is the daughter of Deanna Campbell and Stephen Campbell. The answer is no, it's Deanna and Samuel.
Good job. Good job.
All right. Chuck tells Dean not to confuse. Chuck tells Dean not to confuse him with their dad. The answer is yes. You can turn around if you want. You don't. I respect your honesty. The shapeshifter turns into 3 different people in the episode Skin. The answer is no. I think you held up no, didn't you?
No, you did say
You
no.
had yes? You had no.
You had yes.
You had yes.
You had
I
yes.
think
You had no.
I think you had no.
You were right. You were right.
She had no.
She got that right, didn't she?
The one on the end. She had it right.
All right, and real quick before we get on with the final round, we are taking PDFs 1 through 25 for Kim Bree. And I forget the other one. Rich and Rap, there we go. It's all you do.
Great job.
This is autograph.
Have you been answering incorrectly every time and just had the signs in the wrong hands? Just making sure. Either way. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. All right, back to back. Dean tells Craig Thurston that he and Sam work for the Austin Morning News. The answer is no, it's the Dallas Morning News. You both had that correct. You both were very surprised. Dean was 3 when his mom died.
4.
No, he was 4. An after-school special, The Order to Infiltrate the School in 2009, Dean posed as a gym teacher. I'll give you a second. Okay. And Sam posed as a janitor. Yeah, nobody ever gets the red shorts wrong. It's amazing. In the season 7 episode, The Girl Next Door, the Leviathan finds out the boys are in Montana after a credit card charge. Shockingly, after 7 seasons, they still did not know that people search credit cards when they're looking. That is correct. We're moving on to the hard questions. Y'all are experts. Black Spurs Bar. The address is 158 Ninth River Road. You have a 50% chance. Good luck. Listen, can you do me a favor? Are you done with school? You're still in school? Don't ever cheat the way you just cheated. You will get kicked out of school so fast. That was so, you're like, But since I know neither of you know the answer to the question, go ahead and hold your answers up. I don't remember which ones you held up. Oh.
Yes and no.
Yeah. We have a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is cheaters always win. Well done. Oh, and you get to stay up there too.
That's it.
All right, who's ready for round 2?
Well, what?
All right, they're coming at you.
Yeah, it's queer. Is this? Oh, great. Oh. Hey, everybody. Nice to meet you. Hey, guys. I was having a conversation backstage and Rich shoved the microphone in my face, so. Well, hi, how you doing? The band's gonna come on. They're just back there because Rich is like, hey, this is a fun thing. Don't come on and make it disband. And see what happens. I can see your feet, dudes.
No fun when you know.
All right, I'm gonna leave this microphone here. And use this microphone. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring on the next guest. Our next guest. Those are the boots I saw. Trainer, you trainer.
I kept saying, let's go on stage, and Billy kept saying, nah.
Yeah.
He let Rob simmer for a while.
I'm sure.
Classic Billy. Signature Moran. You know, every now and then, things get switched up at these supernatural conventions, and suddenly the stale becomes fresh and the old becomes new, and we get to see faces we haven't seen for a while, and that's happening right now. We are so fortunate to have this lady taking the stage. Put your hands together for Elena Huffman! We haven't seen you, I mean, we've seen you backstage, so we've seen, but we haven't officially seen you.
We, the collective.
The collective we, since Snowgate. Snowed out in Seattle.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
But skating down.
Oh.
Yes. That was so fun.
I'm giving her, she's got the tainted mic.
I like this one.
Yeah.
No, what's wrong with that one?
It cuts in and out.
It has the hiccups.
Yeah,
but
Snowgate. Snowgate. That was
Snowgate. That was
unfortunate, but also fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Hi.
And then that goes here, and there, and there.
okay, we're good to go.
Actually,
Let's hold on this side. Hold on now. This is not. Now we gotta go. Shit.
That's a thing.
You broke the band, Rich. Jesus.
Great.
We got us.
Nowhere.
Now Elena's never gonna come back.
All right. You know what? Forget it.
So sorry, Elena.
No, this is the best.
He's always like this.
Forever.
I just
I'm
don't.
just gonna watch now.
Every time he's around a pretty woman, he just
I
loses.
can't help but get tackled by Billy. Every time.
Okay, well, have fun.
No, don't go. Just give me. Aw, I miss my brothers. Hey guys. Sort of like just dripping with camp she was. She was just like, I loved it. I was just like, that's so fun. When do you get to be like that in real life? So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. So I absolutely love the video of you and Ruth taping all those pictures of Misha and Mark's trailer.
Oh yeah.
How long did he leave those up?
Oh, that's a great question. It was so funny when we did that prank. You guys all saw that prank when we pranked Mark. We were genuinely like, okay, so Phil Sigrisha, I was actually up in Vancouver shadowing Phil. He was directing that episode, and we told him what we were doing, and he was like, fuck, now I'm gonna have a bad day. He thought Mark would be mad, and we weren't sure, because with Mark you never know. So then we did record it. We put a camera, we taped a camera to the wall of his trailer and covered it with Castiel so he couldn't see, but then I think the battery died before he ended up getting his trailer, so we never got that footage. But anyway, he loved it and it was funny and no one got in trouble that day. So that was a win.
That's rare. No one got in trouble.
No one got in trouble, thank you. It was a win. I don't know, do you know how long he kept those photos up? Does anybody know?
Not long.
Are you sure? I feel like they were everywhere. I put it in his toilet, in the shower, I put it in his shoes, the microwave, everywhere.
Just goes to show you what a nice trailer they have.
Put it in the fireplace.
On the lanai.
On the second fridge.
By the pool.
In the kids' play area. In the elevator. A really nice trailer. Elena.
Rich.
Are you sticking around? Are you doing karaoke? Are you sticking around for the rest of the day? Are you doing fun stuff?
Oh, I'm here.
I love it.
You got me.
I love it.
I'm all yours, Jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's favorite new platinum blonde, Elena Hubbard. By request of these next two guests, they ask that you only ask questions that involve episodes they've done together. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Parise and Gabe Tigerman! Rock and roll. We did karaoke in Australia, and Parise, maybe we'd all, I don't know, had some dinner beverages, and the song was Katy Perry, I'm gonna hear me roar, and he kept doing a lion roar. Do your lion roar. That was appropriate for that song. It made sense. For the next 17 songs, you're like somebody singing The Rose. Some say love. 17 songs. It was the funniest epic thing I have ever seen.
It's like a Tom Green runner.
It was a classic me moment where I'm the only one laughing, but I literally can't breathe. I mean, like, just deadpan stares. Sing us a song, yeah, the piano man. It literally was. It was magic. That's what it was. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabe and Jeff.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
It's us.
This guy.
The duo that just makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't question it. It's like PB and shoes.
Yeah.
It's like
The Adam and Asmodeus show.
it's beautiful. Dude, that was the
Brought to you by the CW, our spin-off show.
Yep. It's
Sit over here if you don't mind.
Yeah, far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You scare me.
You should be
You
scared.
scare me.
I'm an intimidating fellow.
My other question about the photos is for Gabe. What's
Yes.
with your banner?
You
Do they not have
I've offered them pictures that weren't from like elementary school.
I tweeted it at you, like, what, how
That
old
was
were
you.
That was me, yeah. I said, how old are you?
12.
That is, I would say, 23 tops. And I'm like 27 now. I don't know why. I don't know why you're laughing. So it's like from 3 years ago, and it seems weird that they would choose that one.
Same shirt though.
It is. I haven't. My wardrobe choices have not.
Oh my god, same whole setup.
Oh yeah. This is.
That's why they used it.
That's it, yeah. Now, like, if you're not going to grow as a person, why should you pictures? I don't know, they have other options, but I guess that's what.
Oh, damn. Oh, man, time flies when you're having fun, lady.
Let's bang these out. Let's bang these out real quick.
I was wondering if you guys had any secret talents. Like, if you weren't actors, what would you have done?
Close up, close up, close up. Just focus on this ear. So, congrats on your album coming out, but I can do that with my ear.
When's your release party for your ear trick?
That's coming. It's coming. We go like Beyonce.
Excited.
Drop it. Like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Guys,
No, we can hear you.
son of a gun! There it is. What happened?
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
I panicked for the wild animal sounds came to my ear. I panicked. You two boys are going to be on stage tonight doing karaoke, aren't you?
Yeah,
I have one request. I would love you guys. Somebody please, in this room, somebody, somewhere, please sing the Katy Perry song so Jeff Priest can roar himself into your hearts.
It was like it was made for those animals.
It was.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, take time to number 8!
I had a mouthful of corn nuts. I'm just spitting them everywhere.
This is, if you've ever gone to see SeaWorld and you're going to get wet in the first few rows. If you've ever gone, you're going to get, you're going to hit with corn nuts or other debris from Bobby. Bobby likes to snack food. It's going to hit you in the eye. Protective eyewear, maybe plastic. What's
stretching? My late afternoon stretch.
What's happening now? You gotta,
stretching. I'm just getting limber.
But is there something that's going to...
No. Well, is it the ladies next?
Yeah.
You gotta get out of the way.
Really, Rob's doing a favor because now that he's spat corn nuts all over the first 3 rows, you're on high alert, and you should be, because every now and then stuff goes flying.
That's right.
These ladies take the stage, and those ladies are, in no particular order, Brandon Buckmaster, Kim Rose, and Lisa Barrett.
No, leave it like that, Brianna. That's how I like to sit on my chairs.
They're having sex. Leave them alone. 6 chairs.
Well, now you just made it weird. You see, they bought collapsible chairs for you now. It's like
I know. They're always preparing for me, which makes me happy and sad.
Yeah, I get it. Ladies,
Peace out.
go do it.
Hi, guys. Lisa Berry, everyone.
We're gonna get real close.
Are they all done? Have we made sure everybody's finished with the chair look? Has everybody, chairs, have you all finished? You all finished?
First off, there was consent, right?
Who finished first? Okay. That's what we really want to know. Now we're going to sit on it. Yeah, it's going to be one of those panels.
All right.
As opposed to the other kind of panels we have? I'm just not used to sitting in chairs.
I love it. I love how close we were. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi,
I
guys.
just ate some nuts. I'm sorry. I ate a banana.
I had onions in my salad.
Okay, you ask your questions, my lady.
So how did you react when you found out you would be playing
death.
I just love this story so much. Kim, you're my favorite human being on the planet.
Good story.
True story. I found out from Kim. Because she was like, oh my God, that's so amazing, you're dead! And I'm like, I am? Nobody's called me.
And no writer has ever spoken to me again. Crazy, but true.
And so I got to find out from my dear friend, so I love that. And then it was like, hey, you're gonna be dead. And then I had to do the whole like, oh, great, awesome.
I
Yeah,
am?
Lisa.
Wow.
Oh my God. And I jumped up and down. It was really, really exciting. And then I was also very nervous because those are some pretty amazing shoes to fill.
I mean, to be fair, I thought they'd already told you. It wasn't like I came home with the information. It was like, wire alert, wire alert.
Oh,
I was like, what kind of phone do you still have? That's right. That's right. We communicate in Morse code. Shut up. I'm old. Leave me alone. I telegraph. Don't you? So, and then my question for Kim is, how in the world could you not like cheesecake? Alright. You're not wrong.
Good question.
I own
Great
that.
questions.
You are not wrong. I 100% own that. I don't know. I think it's a failure. It's a deep failure. I own that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You guys so
Hi
much.
guys. Hi. I would like chocolate. I would like cheesecake if it had fudge sauce
I was
on
just
it.
gonna say, like, do you need like a
I
sauce?
always have fudge sauces on them.
They don't always.
What? It's just cheese?
You
Cheesecake?
can put berries or...
And all these people are
I mean, I'm not gonna
are
get on
so
the
sick of
cheesecake
this
one.
question.
I know. They're like, forget
Cheesecake,
it.
I'm out of here.
Cheesecake. Be gone. We're going to go get ready for something else. Hi guys.
It went really well. It was really well.
All right, guys, listen. They were way into you. You started dissing on cheesecake. Kim, I don't know what you did.
It's my bad. It's completely 100% my bad.
But you may not know this, but this is also a shared supernatural/cake conference, and now all the cake makers.
I'm telling you, at least I have the foresight not to mention how I feel about cannolis.
Please don't go there. Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna, my master, Kim, and Lisa.
Hey everybody, I know you're racing to the exits. We're excited. We just got a brand new shipment of these Louden Swain shirts. It's kind of cool. And they say Louden Swain with this kind of different logo on the back for us. And they got them in blue too, Rich.
Blue and yellow. The old Louden Swain, Louden Swain. I like it. Like chiseled from stone.
That's right.
Louden Swain. Much like yourself, Papa.
What's that?
Much like your heart.
Aw.
Chiseled from stone.
Thank you.
Listen.
Yeah.
Before we play music to stampede to the exits, by
Okay.
letting you know that we're done and we are F&O. But there are autographs to be signed, probably some photographs somewhere to be taken, karaoke things to sign up for.
Some people are having drinks with you.
People are having drinks with me. And then you get your booty back in here for a little karaoke party tonight, which is going to be off the freaking hook. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Friday, this is New Jersey, and this was a great day. Well done, everybody. We'll see you mañana.
Thank you. I'm gonna bring my jacket.
Put your hands together right freaking now for Louden Swain! Also welcome Louden Swain tonight, guest singer
How's it going, everybody? That's where they make people like this guy. He's your host for the weekend. He's also the director of the show Supernatural. One of them. And he also did some acting on Supernatural. You might have seen him play Gabriel. That's right, he's my buddy, my cohort, and your host, Mr. Richard Speight.
Hi, everybody. Hello, giant room of people. Rob, Richard, first of all, great song choice.
Yeah, right.
In memory of Mr. Rico Kasich.
We're honoring those that passed in the last month. Eddie Money yesterday.
Rico Kasich.
That's correct.
Ah, good stuff, man. You know, you were talking about all the areas that might be represented here tonight.
Yeah, did I miss one?
No, I like your approach that you had said, welcome people of New Jersey, and then it was a series of questions.
Yeah.
It was, and how important is your question, are you here or are you welcome? You mean like are you welcome here, Virginians?
No.
I don't know.
The question was, am I remembering all the states that are in New England? Basically. Because I'm from Missouri.
Yeah.
And my... Hey, right, I'm in Missouri. And so for growing up, for me, it was always like, I knew Nashville, and then it was just, it got fuzzy.
Oh man, it's fuzzy for me right now. Like you go to Virginia, to DC, Maryland, and then...
What? Right, so that's what I was like,
the swath of states.
Yeah, I was like, Connecticut? So I was surprised when people were like, yeah, oh great, I got that right.
The swath of people who think my people talk too slowly, you know? Like, come on! Honk honk! My grandmother, years ago, gave me a birthday card that still makes me laugh to this day. And it said on the outside, happy birthday. Or as they say in New York, you open it up and it said, get the hell out of my way. So I guess in New York, happy birthday. Or as they say in New York, get the hell out of my way.
I think it's like go F yourself.
Yeah, well.
Like, wow, grandma.
It was the
clean version.
The grandma version of that very thing.
Get the heck out of my way, you.
Darn you. Oh, New Jersey.
And New York, and Connecticut, and New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. And Maine!
And Vermont! Hey, Bobo! Are you wireless?
Yeah.
Come over here.
Rhode Island, baby. Rhode Island.
Watch your guitar.
Pennsylvania.
Come on. Yeah, they might go out, bring it home.
What'd you say?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Come over here. I want a second opinion. Is that dog poop?
Dog poop, because there's
a chip of it.
That's a chip of it.
Oh, that
dog poop on you.
I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen,
we might have a poop situation.
We've got a fecal game.
Well, let's ask them. They were here at karaoke last night.
Yeah, was anybody dressed as a dog and pooping on the stage?
Well, let's just, even if they were dressed as a dog, did anybody poop on stage?
I would immediately say yes, somebody pooped on stage, but then I remembered that Matt wasn't here. So.
Right, I know. Did gay tiger poop on stage?
I don't know, tigers do poop. I don't know, man.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm not going to touch your food for the rest of the day.
That's so weird because usually it's boot touching this, boot touching that. So much boot touching. It's all drugs and boot touching back there. That's all we do. Very free love. Hey man, nice boots. Mind if I touch it? Of course I don't mind. It's pretty the green room. Anything goes. Rules be damned. Touch my boot.
Well, there you have it. I don't know what that shows us. Somebody pooped on stage, now it's on your boot and on my jeans.
Yeah.
So now, it kind of brings back together the whole...
It really does.
Drugs in my pooper.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, that's a good point. If that were your poop, it would have street value. People who weren't here yesterday are going, what is he? He lost me. And people who were here yesterday are going, what is he? He lost me.
I was lost yesterday.
How many of you are the special hand-selected, sanctified, anointed Friday people? Who's a Friday person? You know what I'm talking about. You know about Robbie's rectal addictions. You know damn well that I'm right. Shame on you. Hey, listen. Shame on me. Shame on them. You know what I mean? This is not about me, this is about Poopgate. Welcome to PoopCon, everybody. We try to have a different theme for every convention. For Vancouver, Rob likes to make it about pornography. In various in Tennessee, everybody insists to be about me because it's my hometown. But now here in New Jersey, we got Poopgate. PoopCon. So hashtag PoopCon, I can't wait for the shirts.
Who insists that it's not you in Tennessee?
Everybody. I mean, you guys just won't let it go.
You insist that it be that.
You go on, and you're like, Rich, this is your day, this is your town, this is your con. And I'm like, guys, okay, if I must. You know one thing I must do? I must say that of all the shows, on all of the networks, on all of the countries in which TV is broadcast, no TV boasts their own band that kicks more ass than Louden Swain over here to my left. We have a television show that has our own band. How cool is that? Let's say good morning to the boys who, when they get together, become that band. On the drum kit today, and shockingly today, because yesterday I thought he got fired, Stephen Norton. Over there in the bass guitar, clearly Pennsylvania's favorite son, Robert Michael. Yeah. I don't think enough has been made about this. As much as I like to talk about Nashville, Tennessee being my hometown. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most talented men on the circuit happens to be a local boy raised right here in New Jersey. Big hometown round of applause. It's close enough. How have I known you? It's Connecticut, I know. But yesterday I said, you're kind of from here. And you go, no, I'm not. And I said, you go, I could walk here. I'm like, well, then I can make it about you. Ladies and gentlemen, on guitar, asshole Billy Moran. When you're angry, and running this ensemble, not only is he an actor, writer, singer, dancer, food lover, but apparently another cartographer because he knows the East Coast better than me. We don't do a con in your home state. I feel like this could be like a bit of an odd. This is as close as we're getting. Honoring you and making it about.
It's a different state.
I know, but I'm saying we don't get any closer as close as we got. We've gone to your hometown.
He's pissed. It's too late. So if you go to people in Connecticut and you say, hey, this is basically New Jersey, right? I don't think they're going to love that.
Oh, I tell you, Sour Pants Moran over here. What? You know, try to honor a guy by making up his hometown. Suddenly I'm a jerk.
I mean, you get mad at me when I say you're from Memphis.
That's because you're an asshole.
Well, you just called Billy an asshole.
Yeah, no, I introduced him as an asshole. That's different.
Wow.
I didn't call him an asshole.
You're just swinging
That's
at
different. I didn't call him an asshole. I branded him an asshole. Because now there'll be t-shirts. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, can I dig out of this hole yet? Or whatever. If our next two guests were a celebrity couple,
that's right,
we'd be calling them aloof. Put your hands together for Elena Huffman and Ruth Connell. Robert does the chair so nicely for the ladies. All right.
Did you guys...
What?
Did you guys hear what Rich said? That if you were a celebrity couple, your name would be Aloof.
It would?
It's close to aloof, which...
It's right, it's close to aloof. I have, before we leave the stage, I had a run-in with Ruth Connell this morning that made me, it raised more questions than it answered, and you know damn well what I'm talking about. She's wearing, obviously, fantastic boots today, so. As we've already sort of established, this is PoopCon, but it's kind of BootCon, because there's poop on my boots. Ruth has great boots. You love to rub other people's boots. It's sort of a sexual fetish. So it's a BootCon.
Okay.
And
it sounds like you're saying something else, but okay.
like convoy? No, it's convention.
No, like boo. Like boo, boo.
What are you saying? Boo. Boo. Maybe no, it's BootCon.
Boots.
Boo. A boo.
Really? You said BootCon.
BootCon.
Go ahead. Ruth's boots.
Let me tell you something. When you make the t-shirt that says, Mama said BootCon.
Are you
Remember,
saying
I had
that
nothing to do with it.
boobs?
I'm just a simple man.
Just go on.
With my New Jersey guitar player.
So, as you were...
Ruth is wearing these boots and we're complimenting the boots. Like, Ruth, these are great boots.
I know.
Boots. And she says, thank you. I forgot I had them. For a long time. And I said, that makes no fucking sense. They're 4 feet tall. Green suede boot, like you don't lose, you can hide behind them, but you could wear one of those boots in a Halloween costume if you turn it upside down. You literally could live in one of those boots. You could say, hey, I'm wearing my apartment at my summer house. You could exist in those boots. So how did you lose them in your closet?
I hid them in plain sight.
Have you seen her closet?
Apparently not.
I hid them in plain sight on top of my wardrobe and I had other things on top. And I went to get my silver sparkly shoes for tonight and 3 boxes kind of tumbled down on top of me.
Oh.
These were one of the boxes. So
Well,
it's like a new old boots.
I'm still lost in the fact that you have a wardrobe. That's so fancy, so British.
Rather than a closet.
Oh man.
The thing is, it's about 4 feet tall, but she's like...
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, aloof.
We shall keep aloof, Elena, from forthwith. We shall now be known as aloof.
Aloof.
But these are, the reason I got them was because, do you remember the episode where there's a close-up on Rowena's purple boots? She stepped I'd been away for a while and came back. Yeah. So I liked them so much, I went to the shop and got them in all the different colours. So they're from then.
Do you have the purple ones too?
I got the purple ones and black ones, and I think I got grey ones, but I had to send them back. They were the wrong size. It's from 9 West. Rowena shops in 9 West. But they've got padded soles, so they're spiky, but they're really comfy.
Yeah.
Can anybody else talk about boots all day? Well, thank you for your question.
Awesome.
Awesome. Hey. Oh, talking of awesome.
Yeah.
Come on. One last one, quickly, before we go. Go.
Hi, I'm Jane. Oh yeah. So my question is for Ruth, and it is: if Lucifer hadn't killed Rowena that one time, do you think she would have developed that sort of empathy and
for Sam's situation and everything and his trauma with Lucifer? And would he have developed that relationship with the Winchesters, or would she have and joined them in that way, or would it change it?
No. Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you gotta die for perspective. Exactly. Or sometimes you have to die 2 or 3 times. So, and then it's death. Yeah. Thank you for your question. No is a short answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 of the best dressed women in show business. All the girls on this stage right now, I do. Elena, how about a new couple?
Just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. You and I. Just the 2 of us. Castles in the sky. Just the 2 of us. You and I.
Hey, probably what you seem to be doing. Let's introduce our next panel, shall we?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
I think I'll do it right now. Hold the phone. What? This is putting on chairs. Must be a lot of people about. Take this thing. Round of applause for Liz. Good one, Liz. Liz right there. Moving chairs on the stage. That's Liz right there. Purple. Yeah, he likes attention. When we scream,
comes back on the stage. Signing posters.
yellow there, green over
there, backstage Ruth.
Ruth has been drinking, it's obvious. But I digress, stress.
But she really is pretty drunk.
She likes to drink, she's Scottish, she drinks Scotch for her breakfast and lunch and dinner. Oh, and mid-afternoon snack.
We're worried she's got a problem.
But here's the thing, we've never seen her sober, so we don't know if drunk is better than sober room. Maybe we should just leave well enough alone.
There's nothing to gauge it by.
That's not true. She's a heavy drinker, but in her defense, it only takes her 1 shot to get drunk.
She drinks it out for booze.
She's also a liar. She lies, she tells big fat old lies.
She's just a drunk liar.
She likes to say that I've only had 2 wee drinks. There's nothing wee about a thermos root. It's not a wee drink, it's a big fucking drink. Don't sign the host.
Yeah, Marker, be careful.
Drunk room, nothing better. So I guess I've never seen her something.
Hey, Rich, I think it actually is that time.
Is it time?
Yeah.
Well, let's do it. Let's bring out Rachel Miner, Dana Buckmaster, Kim Rhodes, Lisa Berry, and Emma. I was not necessarily as prepared. You know how much prep work I do for these bands. I mean, hours. And I was literally looking down the row announcing them, and Emily was tucked in behind the group, and I'm like, it's Lisa, Rachel, it's crap. Again. And then I'm like, I know what's wrong. Oh, there she is. I didn't have my cheat sheet with me, so I was forgetting.
Did you learn a lesson today?
Say?
Cheat sheet always.
And normally there's a big poster on the stage so you can read that.
My Bob Hope, 2 cards. Yeah, I know. Ladies and gentlemen, this never happens. You're welcome.
Yeah. Can we turn these microphones up a tiny bit?
Hello.
Otherwise, I will yell. I will yell.
They work.
Don't yell.
Hello.
Hi, team.
Yeah, they're on.
Hi, guys.
I need to move forward.
Hey, perfect timing.
Da 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 da
it time to start spreading the news?
Start spreading the news.
Thank you, Billy.
My hometown.
Wow, this is
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a hell of a way to end the panel. Lisa Berry, Brianna Buckmaster, Emily Swallow, Kim Rhodes, and the always awesome Rachel Minor.
Justify. You can make it if we try. Just the fun. I'm having trouble finding the key after you were just the five of us, you and I, staring for the exit. There is something going on in the back. Staring for the exit.
All of you. There's not a fire on the stage, but you're running like there is, and you're trying to save your life.
It must be my face.
All of you. Step on each other as you shove each other out of the way. Stampede for the exit, all of you. All right, listen, let me tell you something. In the album we're gonna do that has all of your favorite hits from all of the cons, from all of the years, this is one of those songs.
This is actually the first single from the album.
It might be the first thing. This is a costume contest, boys. You know it. By the way, if you're entering this contest, do so at your own peril.
Sing along with the chorus if you like.
You have been warned.
It's a costume contest. A full contact sport. It's a costume contest. Somebody's gonna die. Thank you so much.
Hosting this bad boy, Stephanie McDonald, right there.
How are you guys doing?
The executioner.
Okay. All right, we are going to do our costume contest. We're going to do it by category.
Hello, band.
Hi,
messed up. Give me the end of that song again and do the jump. I messed up the eye line. We got to do the jump again. I ripped this side. We ripped imaginary Matt in half.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Hey, it was funnier the second time.
It was funnier. Look at Norton just looks so
angry.
I don't know. What's wrong, Steve? You all right?
Sad?
He's
upset about his computer.
Computer, okay, so we gotta tell you something.
Computer gate.
Usually we don't like to talk about all the prostitutes and drugs backstage, but this is important. Mike Morehouse a prostitute.
No, that's not true.
Damn it.
Richard Norton was working on his computer, his laptop.
Yep.
And next to it there was a tall glass of coffee.
Coffee.
And Mike Borja, before our vendors room jam just now, Mike Borja reached for his base, knocking over the coffee and spilling it all over the computer. And we all were commenting later that for 15 seconds, we all stood there and went, oh, ooh, and no one did anything. Norton was there too. Norton was like, oh God, really? It's the worst. But the coffee just spilled all over the computer. Then ultimately we all leaped into action and tried to dry it off.
I wasn't there for this. I came back and Rob was telling the story to me. I'm like, it sounds like what stoners do in a crisis. Oh man. That coffee's getting everywhere. Man, look at it.
So yeah, that happened. Coffee gate, computer gate.
Yeah, that's why Norton looks so sad on stage.
Yeah.
Norton, a computerless Norton.
I don't know.
Analog Norton.
I don't want to live in that world.
Yeah. You know who didn't live in that world? Norton.
So that happened. Oh, and also normally this is a three-way panel with Matt Cohen here, but he is unable to join us because he's shooting a movie.
It's today
Matt Cohen's birthday.
It is, right?
Wait a minute. Shooting
a movie. So here we do. We should Rob, I think this is apropos. Film a little song.
I think so.
For Matt. That we will then send. Well, let's keep for ourselves. We won't send it to Matt. But maybe if he's near us, we'll let him watch it on our phone.
Should we go? How about we go? You say it's your birthday, and the audience who goes na 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 na, and then you back to me and I go, it's my birthday too, yeah. A week ago.
Great. And then start happy birthday. You ready?
And then starts the song.
And then start happy birthday. So do that whole bit, and then you got to sing all of happy birthday. Ready?
You say it's your. Take two. We're after. We can do 2 takes. No, take 2. Come on. You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. A week ago.
Matt, it's Rob.
Hey man, it's
and
Rob.
It's Rich, and it's fans.
And it's
It's
our panel, man, and we miss you, and it's your birthday.
There's your memorial chair.
And you did your memorial jump.
And we memorially tore you in half.
That's right.
Rob, get it started.
Happy birthday to you.
To you, Matt Cohen.
Happy birthday to you.
And your moose knuckle.
Happy birthday, dear Matthew. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Michael!
But my question is for Jim. That was an inside joke, Matt. I think you get that.
He'll get it. He knows so.
Guys, it's Matt Cohen's birthday. He's doing a movie, so it's me and Rich on stage with you guys. So ask and we will answer.
Let's get started, right?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, you guys. I was wondering, Richard, when did they tell you your character was going to be Gabriel? And Rob, when did they tell you you were going to be God? And what was your reaction to that?
I found out when I got the script for Changing Channels. You know, they sent me the script for that. I was like, it was just in the. They never told me as a conversation. It was just revealed to me when they gave me the script, and I thought it was awesome because though I had really enjoyed doing the other 2 episodes, they were great experiences and great episodes for me to do as an actor and as a person. But the fact that they then took that character and made that character part of the overall mythology of the show and gave the character a bigger purpose in the arc of the show was really cool for me. So I love it. Babo?
I found out at the end of season 5 when I got the script for Swan Song. And Eric Kripke called me and told me. It's weird because I didn't know for sure what it meant when I read the script, that I just disappear. I'm wearing a white shirt all of a sudden and I just disappear. And then he called me. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're God." I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, right. Okay. That's what it is. You know, turning the pages, figuring it out." Yeah. So that's what I found out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Over here.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
Hey, Kayla.
And I was just wondering if you've improvised any lines, and if so, what's your favorite one?
In Supernatural? I don't think I've improvised any lines in Supernatural. I'm trying to remember.
Nice moments, maybe.
No,
Most of the lines are written.
Yeah, it's pretty. We usually stick pretty close to what the scene is. I don't recall anything improvised. What? That was written line. Yeah, I don't remember.
A lot of times the things we'll improvise will be like at the end of scenes that they keep the camera rolling and it'll just be a look or a bit or like,
Yeah, but Supernatural, because the stories are complex and you don't really know, you might be saying a line that affects something 4 episodes down the road that you don't know about. So I know this is a director, they're pretty adamant about keeping actors on script. The only actors who can really change stuff are obviously Jared and Jensen because they know the characters and story better than anybody, but they're pretty, I like to just kind of stick close to the script on that. So it's all written. And hey, if it looks improvised, that means it was well written. So good. Compliment to the writers. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Rob Benedict.
This is Richard Speight Jr.
And right here would be Matt Cohen. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you guys. How's the computer?
We're all worried about you. Good, Rich.
How's the computer?
Don't lie. I don't know yet.
Have you pressed the buttons?
I had to hook up a mouse. Billy had a mouse, so I hooked
Mouse
up a
pad
mouse to it.
Mouse pad's not working.
So we're
Not
the
the
trackpad
trackpad
is dead. Mouse pad. The trackpad is dead.
Okay.
So Mike.
And how are you feeling, Mike?
Yeah.
In terms of responsibility.
His birthday's coming up.
Yeah, is that the most expensive cup of coffee you've ever?
Yep, you betcha.
You could just sign over your new laptop.
I could.
Mike was bragging about his new laptop yesterday and what a screaming deal he got on it.
Yep, just give it away. Mike, I don't have it anymore.
Put a bow on that sucker.
Mike, you work in insurance, right?
Yep.
All right, well, we'll keep you guys updated with laptop gates. In the meantime, let's bring out our next guest. This dude was great on the show, and it's great to have him on the circuit.
That or that.
And they like him so much that they finally gave him his own panel. Hands together for Jeffrey Parise! I did not know that was going to happen. That was clever. We did that for you, I think, one time early on.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
I like it.
Good to dust it off. All right, Jeff,
guys,
give him help.
Thank you. Here for the band. Yeah. Yes. All right. All by myself. Hey, does everybody miss Gabe as much as I do? Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just get right into it. I hope you guys are having such a good time and a great day. I certainly am. Spent the morning walking along the seawall in Hoboken. Really nice. It's a beautiful place around here.
Hi.
Hi.
So I heard you talk in Vancouver about your paintings, and you brought them today. So
Yes.
thank you very much. I actually bought one of them.
Oh, cool.
Thank you. I'm just wondering how you get your inspiration for them. We've kind of asked Rob about how he is inspired to write songs and etc. And that's obviously an artistic outlet that you have.
She asked how I get the inspiration of the paintings. It's been a lot. I answered that question earlier, but I can talk even more about how I'm inspired from paintings. Let's see. I mean, I kind of just I answered it pretty completely. It's were you here for that or no? Oh, you were out there. A lot of it is just the subjects, the people that I paint and the animals that I paint, and it's always just been an art form that speaks to me very deeply and is a lasting one. That something that I chose to participate in my early 20s after visiting all the museums and seeing the masterworks. So yeah, thanks. All right, just in time. Just in time. Yeah, we're there.
Retreat tonight and Saturday Night Special. Usually this kid hops in a plane and bolts out here. Tonight he's sticking around and is going to be a part of Saturday Night Special. So come rock it out with us tonight. And Jeffrey Parade.
Thank you, everybody.
Nice.
What was it? What's next?
What are you doing? What are you doing back there?
Making shit up.
I love seeing a hometown boy get all excited.
Hey, speaking
Right
of,
here in his town.
I was informed that I forgot a couple of very important groups.
Oh.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
And Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Rhode Island's response is pretty,
Well, Krista's not here. Krista's not in her chair. And Delaware. How can I forget Delaware? And Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland. Rhode
And
Island.
West Virginia.
Yeah, we got Rhode Island.
I know.
They forgot Long Island. Yeah. You forgot my hometown.
You forgot my hometown.
What are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen. For starters, there's so much going on. I'm glad this is smart. I'm proud of people who are storming for the exits because there's really nothing happening up here.
No, it really is a good time to ignore us.
I would. I'm ignoring me now, but I have a question for Mike. When did you get the Rick James Funko Pop doll?
Been there for a while. I don't
No. Really? That's a great addition. I've never looked at your little treasure trove here. You have a robot charger.
Yeah.
That's clever. To charge you? Funko Pop Rick James. Which, by the way, if you guys don't write a song called Funko Pop Rick James, I'm not buying your next record. Oh, and then here we go. I love it already.
Borhan. Right. But that's just in case he gets too sweaty. He has a t-shirt change.
Borha. The least trustworthy law firm in town. You've reached the law. Borha.
The weird thing is they're not brothers.
No,
they're not related.
Purely coincidence.
Purely coincidence.
And you have a little bitty. You have.
Took somebody 50 years to make that.
A weighted. This is like a little box.
That's where he keeps his weed.
Oh, you're right. That was weird. Well, heads up there. That's really strong stuff.
He keeps it up there so no one will spill tea on it.
Oh, there's a lot. Did you hear that? He's really still upset about the computer. He's really mad about the computer. It's not a big deal. Let me tell you something. A lot of people lost stuff. You lost everything you've ever saved on a computer, true, but he's out of piping hot coffee.
Right. He'll never get that back. Actually, you could get that back.
Actually,
back to Starbucks.
somebody did make a run for you and bring you back a coffee, but it's in a different cup. You know, it's not the same. Not the same. And then you sold me a robot hat.
Yep. That was a gift as well.
You didn't make this.
I did not make that.
So this really just goes to show he never takes the gifts home.
I displayed them.
Well, like a good collector, he has them on display.
All right.
And they go town to town.
Set that guitar back up. The OCD in me is not happy about that.
It doesn't, I broke it. It doesn't stand up.
Wow, dude. Wow.
Anybody else concerned that the rest of the audience is still here?
This is a test. And it just proves you guys have nothing else better to do. There, haha. Guitar is back on its feet. Ladies and gentlemen.
So what's that? We're breaking?
It's break.
I think we're breaking.
No, we're breaking, but what they're going to do is they're going to come up here and there's going to be an auction. And all I can say is, the question is often asked, how many vinyl photos of vinyl posters of C-list celebrities is too many? The answer is, you can't have too many. So get out here, and if you have a Rob Benedict in one room, well, how do you think that other room feels? You got to get yourself another vinyl, outdated picture of Robin Rich. I met Robin Rich, and that's what they looked like. Years ago, it was like a flashback sequence. So anyway, there's going to be an auction. We're not involved, which is clearly why we're walking on the stage. I wish you luck in purchasing the items of your dreams. And we'll be back soon with something to do that someone backstage will tell us. Until then.
I got a meet and greet with them.
Look at that, the band's on stage. Gosh.
Rich, we were wondering where you were.
Well, I'm hold on now.
And Liz informed us that you were putting your ears in.
I'm putting my ears in.
And then we wondered how long that actually took. Personally, I can walk and do that at the same time.
I can't, as you can see, they're still not in.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
Rich.
did.
I'm not what we call gifted. Is this right? I'll forget it. You know what? Screw you, I'm taking my time.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing, bro?
You're pushing it, Benedict. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a great day. Enjoy your dinner break. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Nice seeing you.
I forgot. I thought you were just here to watch us sign you out for the night. Ladies and gentlemen. Not the best thing to happen to trench coats since the invention of the pervert. Misha Callan!
I couldn't find the entrance to the stage back there, and I imagine just never being able to get up here, and you guys just having to field the next hour on your own.
I got news for you, dude.
That's every Saturday.
Yeah, that'd be pretty much. This is one of the rare times that you're actually on time for your panel.
You know what's funny is they get up here and they have this whole shtick they do, like, where's Misha?
We love that.
And the thing is, where I am is I'm finishing up doing the photos or something like I'm doing something that I'm forced to do.
Right.
I'm not saying at gunpoint,
Okay.
but at knife point, and then I don't understand why you guys don't just wait until I'm backstage to start your stupid fucking song.
And thanks for...
I'm crying foul because
It's a great imitation of him and I, by the way.
that's actually more flattering than the actual. Here's what I'm crying foul on you because
what?
You don't. Yes, you're not. You're doing. Sometimes you have to do photos. Sometimes you have to do autos. I get it.
Sometimes.
But you do not have to. I know that you know yourself well enough, and you sometimes I think you specifically time your poops to be right when you're supposed to be coming on this stage.
Okay, that may be true.
Because there's been more than one time where I'm like, we're starting the song and I'm looking over Liz like, where is he? And she's like, he's in the can. I'm like, oh really?
Yeah, it's poop o'clock.
Yeah. So come on, teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
that reminds me of where the hell were we? We were at a convention. Maybe it was Toronto a year ago or something, and you and I came out of the bathroom together, and the handlers were like, and we were chatting and very casual, and I think the convention was at that point about 4 hours behind.
And they were like, Richard, stop talking to him. What are you doing? Get away from him. And what were you doing in there? And you said, it's Misha Collins. He's not going to hold his own penis. Excuse me?
Sorry, I was...
What's crazy is that I was right next to that line that I suddenly felt like I shouldn't be in the room.
Okay, can you please leave this here?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Collins!
Everybody, all of the handlers were slack-jawed too, because they were like, oh my God, Richard said something funny.
Anyway, my question is, so you've influenced how Castiel is and who he is. I was wondering how Castiel has influenced you.
So influence is a loaded term. There was a panel that Jared and I did together long ago. You knew you were using that word on purpose. Shame on you. There's a panel that Jared and I did in Rome where for some reason the term influence ended up being a veiled euphemism for I'm trying to put this delicately. Ejaculation. And we, being the juveniles that we are, thought it was very funny. So now that's where I am. Thank you. It's a really interesting thing to be playing a character for so long. For 12 years. And yes, my influence is all over Castiel. And I mean, there's a fair amount of my influence inside him as well. When I first got on the show, Castiel was like this tough warrior, no nonsense. You don't fuck with this guy, he's serious. And that was episode 1 and episode 2. Those first 2 scripts were already written before I was cast. And then very quickly the character sort of morphed into this socially awkward dork. And that was all me. I brought that to the table. They're like, we're going to modify this character a little bit to accommodate our casting mistake. And that's how Castiel evolved. Castiel, I think, always, for all his faults, for all of his social awkwardness, for all of his inexplicably fleeting superpowers, he always tries to do his best. No matter what the situation, you know that Castiel has a compass that's pointing him toward doing the right thing and doing good. And that is obviously basically the opposite of me, but I do think about that, earnestly think about that from time to time. Like there are people out there like Castiel, who's not a person and doesn't really exist, and I'm aware of that, who are trying to do the right thing all the time and they can count on to be that way. And I in all seriousness, take inspiration from him from time to time for that reason. It's a strange thing to play a character for so long because it starts to feel real. And I think Jared and Jensen would say the same thing. Like we've spent so many countless hours embodying these characters that they begin to feel like a side of ourselves, and we feel emotionally connected to them. There was a time when Jared and Jensen and I were talking about the end of the show and a dream that Jensen had about the end of the show where Dean drives the Impala to a crossroads and meets a man who has a motorcycle and he trades keys with him. And he's doing that because he no longer needs a passenger seat because Sam is dead. This is a very vivid dream that Jensen had, and all three of us teared up as if the idea of Dean losing Sam was so emotionally poignant to us because we've lived with these characters for so long. As much as we fuck around on set, and as much as we don't prepare and are totally unprofessional, we can't help the fact that these characters have become deeply emotionally intertwined with our own selves. And yeah, I don't know. So that wasn't related to your question. And I'm sorry for wasting your time. Those are 10 minutes you're never going to get back. You can see Stephanie for a refund. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that you have witnessed something very special. And I want you to take this home with you. You just saw Misha Collins give a genuine answer. Never happened before. Ladies and gentlemen, Misha Collins! Thank you. And again, whatever you do, push and shove your way out of this joint. You can't get out of here fast enough.
It really just proves that they really don't care what we have to say.
No, we don't. You know what? We were going to say something nice about all of you, but you know what? Screw it.
But you guys.
I'm kidding. We weren't going to say anything nice about you. That's a lie.
We know you have somewhere to be.
Yeah, you got to poo.
More important than this, but
everybody's off to the Tinkle Hunt. They held it for the entire college thing. But no, now it's wee o'clock.
Richard, what's the plan? Let me tell you what the plan is.
Okay.
You're gonna get some autographs.
What are you doing?
Photographs.
Are we done?
We have to go get our makeup on for the show.
Oh, time to glue on the toupees.
That's
All right,
right.
well, listen. Make no mistake. This little musical ensemble becomes the rock stars they truly are tonight, right here in the middle of this stage for Saturday Night Special. Don't make the mistake of missing it. It's going to be an epic one, and always is here in New Jersey. All right, go get your autographs, go get your photographs, go look at your piegraphs, go do whatever it is you have to do, and we'll see you back here tonight.
See you tonight.
Saturday Night Special. And Pony Show started with Louden Swain featuring Jason Vance and Adam Malin.
Morning, New Jersey. How are you guys? Y'all have fun last night? Did Louden Swain rock the house or what? Alright, y'all know what time it is. Right now, you guys need to help me, help you, bring out the one, the only, Mr. Rob Benedict!
How we doing? Let's get this Sunday started! See the love is running, and he wants a piece of it.
Jensen and Jared are both in the building. What's this I'm hearing? I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing the sound of my own voice. Also in the building is a man who goes by the name Misha Collins. I hear that young Ruth Connell is still hopping about. And you know who else is here? A man who's been here the entire weekend. If you've got eyes, I'm sure you saw him. He goes by the name Richard Speight.
This is happening. It's happening today. It's happening right now. It's happening in mere moments. Show that you've dreamt about and fantasized about and watched far too many times. It's coming to life before your eyes. And it's all happening while listening to the sonic wonderment that is the musical act I like to call Louden Swain over here. Let's meet the fellas who make this thing a rocket weekend every swinging time on the drum kit, today and every day. Right there, that is Stephen Norton. Playing bass like he means it. It's Robot Michael Morta. Tinkling on the ivories and playing the keyboards. The boss of the entire operation, the man who makes it happen. And we're grateful to him. It's Mr. Adam Benedict. And joining us on stage last night and right now, a man who, by the way, is wearing a lovely blazer and looks great in an all-gray ensemble, layered for fall, but ready for the office or a night at the town. I've never seen you look so great. Give us a walk in that ensemble. Give us a little walk.
I found this on my chair and assumed it was mine.
Well, it is now. I mean, that was cut to you. My God, the pants have flair, but they're also subtle. Like your eyes not drawn to them, but then when you see them, you can't take your eyes off.
I feel like they got it.
The leg. Anyway, the man to whom I'm referring is Jason Mann, everybody. the surgeon turned 40. It really makes you call into question everything you hold dear and believe. But you're a good-looking son of a bitch, and we're proud to have you as part of our family, man. The moral center of the supernatural convention circuit right there, Jason Mance. And next to it, the amoral center of the supernatural universe, fronting this ensemble. Lover, poet, hugger, dancer, singer, and a very shameless motherfucker. Thank you, birthday boy, Jason Mance. There he goes. Rob, get the hell off the stage. Well, I can't bring him on the stage unless he gets off it. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is a young fella you haven't got much time with. So we thought, why not give him his own moment for you to ask questions, get to know his thoughts and feelings, and find out a little more about the myth, the legend that is Rob Benedict! Yeah, the whole thing now.
Wow, I like it.
Dude, it's good to have you here.
How are you doing, Ricky?
Great, man, great.
Good.
Have you gotten, you know, it's always a treat to have this guy with us. We don't get to see him much
It's
anymore.
fun to be back.
Did you get up to see the city? What did you do this weekend?
Oh, gosh, yeah, no, I saw the city, saw a show.
Oh, right, what did you see?
The one show was playing over there in the city there.
Yeah, there's that one play going on in New York.
Yeah. That one
It's a one-play town.
It's there's this the square. They've got a square in the middle of the city. Yeah, where they tell time. At Times Square. That's it.
That's great. It's always great to have you with us, and it's too rare.
Thank you
so
so
it's
much.
a real treat. So,
Good to be here.
New Jersey, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Rob Benedict.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Hi, everybody. There's a fan blowing here. It's weird. I feel like a model. All right, let's take some questions.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, how do you think God's Vacation with Amara went?
I think it went really well. It was long. A lot of talking. You know, I think that they're okay. I think they're okay. I think they're good with each other, but you know, it's hard to say because at the end of the day, there still are darkness and light, yin and yang. So I don't think they're ever going to sort of, you know, it's like two people who disagree on politics. I think they can learn to sort of shake hands. I respectfully disagree, and something tells me that that's kind of where they're at. That's kind of where they're at. So yeah, but it was a night. They did a whole like, you know. It was like at a resort on a beach. And really, it's real nice up in heaven and whatnot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
How'd it go, buddy?
Oh man, it went so well.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
New
How do you
Jersey,
guys
you
feel
good
okay?
right
Wait, I'd love to do one more.
Yeah, real quick.
Oh, real quick, we're in a hurry, so real quick.
Hi, big fan.
Thank you.
So my mother and I saw you during that Great Tower spoof with Bill Hader and Fred Armisen.
Yes.
what was happening? Like, it was like super like terrifying. Like, what were you thinking during that filming of that terrifying drug trip of a documentary?
I was thinking, I can't believe I get to work with Fred Armisen and Bill Hader. This is fucking awesome. And I didn't want to leave. I just like, even when I wasn't in the scene, I was just watching them because I'm a huge fan of both of theirs. So that was really what I was thinking. But also just, yeah, I don't know. I was just along for the ride, you know? And I love that it kind of got weird at the end and then I got killed. That's super fun. Documentary now. It's on IFC or you can find it on Netflix or something. Yeah, check it out. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Benedict.
Interesting choice.
We don't have time for that question.
Richard, again.
Our next guest is a kleptomaniac, Rico!
She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. Stop. She's a black magic woman. Got me so blind I can't see. You're ruining the song. That she's a black magic woman and she's gonna make a devil of fight. The song, it used to be a good song, and now Mike gets to dance with Ruth and he's ruined by you. You're a black magic person and you're a big pile of poo. So sorry you guys, sorry. You'll get another chance after maybe.
Oh man, that was great. Ruth!
Richard?
You have a drinking problem and you steal stuff from hotels.
I do. I steal hearts from hotels, Richard.
What? Hearts?
Hearts and minds.
Do you have a bag of crap with you?
Yeah, I do. It's in there.
Alright.
I also have chocolate today.
Ooh. That's
just for me. That's not for anyone.
Oh, sorry.
Is it real sunny in here? Or?
No, I'm just really cool. No?
As if you had to ask. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth Connell.
Bye. Bye, Borja. Bye-bye, Borja. Borja, bye-bye. Hi. You think I don't know. Oh! Hello. I'm very small, I'm just over here. Do I have time for one more question?
Sure.
I do?
Do you?
I do.
You do?
I've definitely got time for one more question.
Forget about it!
Nice. Wow. Well done.
Should I or do you want me to stop?
You can do whatever you want.
Would you like a piece of chocolate?
Yeah, we don't have Richard yet. So
Okay. Okay. Go.
Hold on, I'm going to say.
Lots of questions.
Hi, I was actually just wondering what piece of advice you would give if you were looking back at yourself when you first started acting, or even to give to someone new who was starting. What would be the best thing that you could tell them?
Find what you love about every character and everything you're doing. Because all the stress and the worry about trying to be good and interesting and get places, is beside the point. If you follow what you love, your destiny will find you. Just made that up. Okay.
Just made that up.
Thank you for your questions. You look awesome. Thank you all. You've been amazing.
Unbelievable. Fantastic. You know you love her. Ruth Connell!
All right, guys. Well, that's our show. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you got the effort to see us say goodbye. That's so sweet.
Forget about it.
Here's what's gonna happen right now. You're gonna watch a bunch of music videos. Why? Jared's gotta poop. You know what I mean? Like,
everybody poops.
A lot of people think, oh, they're like heroes, they're like gods. Well, they're like heroes, they're like gods, but they poop. They poop like you and me. They defecate. They do it in normal time. Not really fast and creepy like Bobo. That's me. Terror engines and they blow. Yes, they do. And they're doing it. They're doing it right now. So much fruit coming out of the voice. Baby ain't the only long black thing that's a voice. They sit on their own. Why not? Can a brother sit on his own turd without getting grief from you? So harshly, Bobo, just because you are a speed trooper. Guess what? Ruth also pooed. Where do you think all that chocolate goes that she steals from backstage? Right in that itty-bitty teeny tiny colon. Comes out and poo. This is my last convention, everybody. This ain't for the shore. Be here the last 10 years. But listen, this is the hour dedication. Things are gonna happen. We can't stop those things. They're gonna happen. So what we're gonna do in that time is we're gonna have you watch music videos made by not me, not her, not him, but some of you. So enjoy the art that you've created, celebrating the show that we're all here celebrating. And when the videos are done, and the boys wash their hands, to the stage we shall return and resume our regular program. Till then, adios.
I thought music. It sounded like something. It's just so profound to watch. It's amazing.
All right, Robert. All right, boys. Do what you do to to get this party started, all right?
All right, guys. Here's the deal.
Do-do.
Here's the deal. The boys won't come out, so you show them what New Jersey's all about. And what this weekend has been like so far. And for those of you who just got here, my name is Benedict. This is the band, Louden Swain. And you're gonna sing this song with us. And then you're gonna meet the boys.
I'm going to make this official. I'm going to do it right now.
15 years!
Oh.
15 years! 15 years! 15 years!
Now, we feel old. We feel old.
Yeah, it looks like we all know you're 50. Yeah! 15 years! I'm getting off this stage right now by saying this. Good people of New Jersey and all of the surrounding boroughs and counties, big welcome to Mr. Jensen Naggles and Jared Padalecki.
Thanks, Ricardo.
You're welcome.
Hi, guys. Hi. Thank you. You're a sweetheart. Tracy. Tracy, say hi to your SBA family. Hello, California. I love that. Where are you from?
The Boston area.
Awesome.
All right, calm down. Calm down.
All right, Tracy, so you are our last question. You heard the song, so it better be really good. It better be directed towards Jensen, because I don't like answering questions. Just kidding.
This is a lot of pressure. If all the monsters on the show were real, which ones would you guys be the most afraid of?
Most afraid of? Well, what's that? Clowns. If all monsters were real, well, I will say, I was going to say, though not a monster, I am more scared of my wife than anybody on the planet. So, yeah.
That's the way wives want it.
So I think, honestly, I think outside of the wife thing, I would probably say shapeshifter, because you never know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you Jen? Are you my wife? Whoa. You see her. She's married. She's Jen. Apples?
I don't know. I think there's some good ones out there, but the ones that creeped me out, and I still remember this, was the changelings. The little kids with the mouth and nope, thank you. Sometimes I look at my kids and I'm like, I'm watching you. Don't open your mouth and all of a sudden there's a table saw in there. Yeah, that freaked me right out. Yeah, vampires, whatever, you know, the werewolves. Yeah, rabies. Zombies. Whatever. Little kids with buzzsaws in their mouth? No thank you. What would be yours?
I guess Leviathans.
Really? Yeah, they're kind of kooky. They're kind of creepy. All right, fair enough. If they get pissed, they just eat you. You don't have any borax.
Thank you,
Tracy.
Last question.
Jesus. Slow down. Every time a panel ends, it's like, honey, what do you want to do for the panel? I don't know. Run for the door like the apocalypse is happening? Crazy. That sounds like a plan. I mean, Mike. I'm with you. Oh, good. Mike's gonna jump into the fray. Perfect. Well, listen, don't hurt each other. I'm so excited because coming up on the stage is someone you've barely seen. That's right. An hour with me, which I can't. Nobody, including my family, looks forward to that. But hey, you're stuck with me, so ha! See you in a bit, New Jersey.